Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be playing a visual novel called Cupid. And this is supposedly, it has a 17 plus rating on it, so watch at your own discretion. It's supposed to be really dark and kind of disturbing, despite the name. So that's not really what you want to watch right now, because I know yesterday was Christmas, so that's not really the mindset you're in. I can completely understand if you skip this video, but we're gonna get started and see exactly. Let's see. Hey, I love you. I don't know who you are, but I already distrust you. Hey, I love you. I love you. No matter how many times you say it, I'm still going to trust you. Hey, I love you. There's no need to explain. It's only natural. I don't know who's speaking. Oh, a mother loves her daughter more than anything else in the world. He hates you, doesn't he? The whole lot of them despise you, don't they? Chasing you into the forest and gouging a hole into your leg. All because you smiled at their husbands. And you know what? You deserve it. You freak. You disgusting, horrible, filthy little girl. What the hell she do? Didn't I tell you to stay away from them? You never listen. Says you right for being the dirty girl you are. But you don't have to worry, my darling. It's alright. Even if the whole world wishes you dead, I promise you this. Your mother will always be by your side. Oh shit. Please, my goodness, child, whatever has happened to you? A girl was slumped in a doorway soaked by the rain. Her legs were covered in dirt and blood. She lifted her head upon hearing the priest's voice and stared at him with blank eyes. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. Is that what you're supposed to say? I don't know nothing about, I'm assuming Catholicism, because, or other branches have confession too. I don't know. She hobbled forward, her bloody leg giving way. Automatically, the priest rushed forward to steady her. Years of spiritual training had prepared him for the most unexpected guest at his church. He sprung into action. He ushered her to a pew, brought out some clean cloth and antiseptic, and began to bandage the wound on her leg. Yet throughout all this, he found that he couldn't take his eyes off her. He would be gazing at the roll of bandages in his hand, deciding how to tie them. And then out of nowhere, he would be staring into her eyes. Even with all the mud and grime smeared across her face, he couldn't deny that she was absolutely beautiful. How old was she? 20, 18, 16? You went. Her face was so young. The priest had long since aged past his desire for the opposite sex, but somehow, something about her enraptured him. When he realized his own thoughts, he quickly steered his mind towards other matters. My child, what happened to you? So, I'm assuming like she got some type of... Is she... Because it's called Cupid, so that why people can't help, or men, I guess, can't help but fall in love with her? Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's more like a curse than something good. I think I read that. Yeah, she seemed to take all the time in the world before responding. He looked at me. He looked at me and he touched me. And then he started to kiss me. At first the priest didn't understand. Then he realized with a jolt of anger what she meant. It was happening more and more often nowadays. The young men of France these days were spirited, uncontrollable ruffians. A lady walking home by herself one night would be prey to a few number of them. Lust. One of the 7 deadly sins. The one that the priest personally despised the most. Furrowing his brow in sorrow, the priest laid a hand on her thigh. You are safe now, child. God's house is a sanctuary for the faithful. I don't know if you should if you think someone like Vesalli, I don't know if the best approach would be to touch them, but I don't know. I don't think he'll protect me. He looked at her in confusion. You see, Father, I have sinned again. Right there, among the pews before the altar of God, she bowed her head. I'm sorry. Was she apologizing to him or to someone else? Her hair hid her face and her eyes, and the priest could make neither head nor tail of her. He suddenly realized that his hand was still on her thigh, and he hurriedly drew it away. I'm sorry. She repeated this phrase over and over. After a while, the priest got up. Don't fret, child. You are not to blame. The heck was that? I will contact the local constable, but in the meantime, you are free to make yourself at home here. I will fetch you a hot drink. She's probably gonna leave. He patted her hand and left to go to the back room. She remained seated on the pew, her head bent forward. As the priest's footsteps faded away, the entire church fell into silence. Did I have to click something? Okay. Now that it was the dead of night, the clouds covered the sky. Barely a sliver of moonlight filtered through the stained glass. The girl sat alone in a ring of darkness. She opened her mouth. No, I know. If I may say my piece, surely. Yes. Yes, mother. So I think the mother's like a ghost, or she might not even be a ghost. She might not even be alive anymore. And, I don't know. I feel like she just, I don't know. We'll see. But he is so very kind. Oh yeah. So you get to make choices, but you're like, I don't know, like, you're like the mother, and you're not her. So, I don't know. Hey, child, follow mother's words and leave. You saw the look in his eyes, didn't you? You cannot stay here. Even a man of God can stain you with the filthiest colors. I mean, he hadn't done anything yet, but be a good girl and follow mother's words. But it is cold outside, mother. The rain has not let up. Can't I stay? I mean, she could stay till like the rain stops at least. Jeez. Mother's intuition. Oh, it didn't show you that, I guess. But yeah, just got a achievement that's, I don't know. Well, I don't know. Now that's making me think maybe she should. But I mean, it's raining. I hate choices. And yet I play visual novels. Don't say anything. Okay, alright. I mean, because he's already kind of being weird, even though he doesn't want to. And I guess in a way it's kind of like a God sim in that ministry, because you're seeing into like everyone's thoughts, and it's not just from her. But okay, you leave now, and that's final. I will not hear another argument. I'm sorry. Please don't be angry, mother. I understand. I shall leave at once. How am I going to mind you like this? You attract so much misfortune everywhere you go. My stupid little girl. Jeez. Always a blight, aren't you? Whatever will you do without me? I'm getting like, I'm probably gonna mess up her name. But the villain from Tangled, every time this the mother character speaks, I think of her. So I don't know if she's actually gonna be bad. Like, what's her name? Mother Giselle? Was that her name? I don't know, but I don't. Or if she'll actually be good. Yeah, I'm sorry, mother. Thank you for always guiding me. It is all my fault. Ow. The girl sat in silence. Mother was right at all. She was always right. Everything was her fault. Her fist shook with a mixture of fear and conviction. She had to do penance. Mother, give me strength. There is something I wish to do. The girl rose from the pew. In front of her was the altar, and on top of the altar was an ornately decorated cross. It was as wide as her head, and the tip of the cross had been crafted such that it was razor sharp. Why would you need that? Like, unless you think you will be using the cross as a weapon, like, it doesn't need to be razor sharp. She left the pew. What the heck? She left the pew, knelt briefly, and then walked over to the altar. Is she about to still look down the cross? Girl, don't do it. Don't do it. He's gonna tell me. You're quite sure you're doing this? The girl's arm trembled ever so slightly. Whatever other way is there for me to atone? What the fuck you about to do? Just cut her hand out. She picked up the cross. Oh, my darling daughter. I clicked. Mother is proud of you. So she brought the sharp end close to her face. So close that it hovered just above her left eye. And then she... Don't tell me what she did. Did she just, like, cut herself? I don't understand. Did she take out... Now it's covered. Did she take out her eye on the cross? That is... What? Why would anybody do that? I don't understand. A scruffy young girl in tattered clothes peeked through the open gates of Chateau du Sommeil? I don't know French. In the afternoon, whatever that is, Gautier was being held in his garden. People from high-class estates strolled around the manufactured gardens while chatting loudly with one another. There were beautiful ladies clad in silk and velvet, their necks adorned with pearls and jewels. A variety of foods was displayed on the tables. The girl stared at the food. She hadn't eaten properly for the past few days. Are you hungry? I don't know if we should encourage her to go in there, though. Are you hungry, my dear? Yes, mother. Now she's called Rose Girl. Just Rose or Girl. Rose or Girl. Like, I'm just saying. Don't you worry. Mother will provide. How? You do not need those high-class foods anyway. They will upset your stomach. Yeah, now we stayed long enough. Let us leave. Surely we can look around for a bit. They're probably going to call the police on you, girl. It's still a little early. There was something else that called to her, other than the party itself. She walked to and fro from the gates, peeking at the crowd, despite the urgings of her mother to leave. Just a tiny glance would be enough. This girl smiled at the thought of him. The owner of the chateau, the Marquis de Gaulle? I don't know. The girl was drawn to him. He wasn't the same as other people. He seemed different somehow. Ha ha ha. So I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I did go into the reviews for this game because it's something that I've seen before, and I saw the rating and I was just like, I don't know if it's gonna fit on my channel. Because, I curse a lot, but the games I play are pretty tame. We don't really do strange, like, on this channel. So I was like, I don't know. So yeah, I don't know if everyone is, like, real spoilers or if people are trolling, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, anyway, he was kind to her and would always hand her food when she delivered flowers. Her heart felt at ease with him. He is the same as everyone. I do not care for him. And the mother character actually reminded me of this mother on this show called North and South that I'm watching on Netflix. And said it's like she just disapproving no matter what. In every situation, she's just not going to Like, yeah, and if she was actually in a physical form, she would be able to do more. But in this one, she's just gonna be annoying as hell. He is here with everyone. I do not care for him. I do not care for him. But I wish you would stop oogling some man like a common horde. Jesus fucking Christ. I just wanted to see him, mother. What for? What good does his presence do you? He makes me feel like there's still good people in the world, mother. There are no more good people in the world, child. It is hard to say. I don't know. I don't know if there's a good choice. I don't know if that exists, so I'm just choosing whichever. It is hard to say, of course, dear. We do not know the real intention people have. One can hope that real charity exists. But even good people will always put their needs first. True. Even your precious Marquis. I think I said the S. I don't think you're supposed to think it's Marquis. Well, don't you think I'm a good person, mother? She basically said no. Like, that entire opening scene with you was just like, you're the absolute fucking worst. But she only likes you because, she's your mother. Before all she know, we might not even actually exist. Of course, child, you are special. Haven't I raised you as such? I've tried my best, my dearest. I feel like Rose is an orphan and she just like me created this mother figure. Yes, mother, you keep me right. I love you. The girl stared at her shoes and looked around for a bit, hoping for just a glance before she left. And there he was. There was no harm in looking, she reasoned. She would never enter the Marquis's world. Let her heart be filled with hope. He turned his eyes in her direction. Did he smile at her? Probably not. The girl's heart stopped. Did he recognize her? She beamed. My, is this creature deaf as well as dumb? It might be, poor thing. Mademoiselle, a voice called to the Rose Girl. Why are you calling her Rose Girl? She said that he... Okay, I got it now. Here she gasped. It seemed that somebody else had noticed her presence. After all this damn time, she turned to leave. No, my dear poor little creature, don't run away. Charlotte, she stinks. Don't touch her. Then give her a goddamn bath. I mean, you got this big ass house. Anyway, came to crash the party, little urchin. You hungry? Her stomach gave a low rumble. She was always hungry, it seemed, no matter how much or how little she ate. Well, if you only ate a little, of course you'd be hungry. Whatever. Encouraged by the kindness the Marquis had shown her, the girl approached the woman. What the fuck? She teetered toward the table. What are you selling? Look at this poor creature. Is she selling roses? These are all ugly ones. But not as appalling as the rag she is covering herself in. Are you trying your best to be this repulsive? Like, people don't have money for, like, the best clothes. I said clothes. What the fuck? It's early, okay? Now, don't be mean, Internet. Perhaps it's a commoner fashion nowadays. They laughed while gawking at her and her wares. Oh my, she only has one eye. Ghastly, but I can't look away. The other lady nodded her head. Like a sideshow attraction, you mean? The freaks at the carnival. Like, yeah, why would you take your eye out? How the fuck did you live? She's darling in her own dirty, monstrous way. Maybe we can keep it. Hello, do you want some bread, urchin? Well, speak up. Maybe her tongue is short. Add that to the list of her sterling qualities. Quiet, Antoinette. Come on, don't be shy. Do you want some food? Okay, say something or leave. Like, can I get that option? Okay, let's hear you speak. Yes, madam. What? Yes, madam. I would be grateful. One of the ladies clapped in mockery at her reply. Oh, she talks. Yes, other people can talk even if they're poor. Like, what? The ladies handed her the bread, but it was snatched away just before her fingers grazed it. Not before you dance for us first. What made you think she could dance? Oh, make her do a handstand. I've seen one of those street people do that. Quite marvelous. Not everyone can just do a handstand. You just fall over, like right on your face or on your back or something. Now I like to see that. This party is getting quite boring. Then leave. You eat up this man's food and you don't want to be there? I have no idea. Okay, well, come on. Dance for your food. The girl looked at the beautiful, cool faces of the woman. That look on them. It was a burning desire to hurt something, simply because they could. She knew that look. Before they touched her and hurt her, they had that look burning in their eyes. Oh, look at that. Look at what you did, Claudette. She's living like a leaf. She's shivering like a leaf, poor thing. The lady was laughing as she said those words. I didn't do anything. She should be grateful we're even offering her this much. Besides, these commoners are supposed to be jolly in their misery. Who the fuck told you that? Hey, come on, girl. Show us your joy. The girl moved away as they laughed. Mother, please save me. Mother. Did I tell you to leave? I don't even know. I don't remember. Did I tell you? Okay, I didn't tell her this, so I'm gonna assume I told her this. Did I tell you to leave, insolent child? Now you call for me. Try to deal with this situation yourself. You'll put yourself in this position anyway. I hope you learn your lesson. Hey there. A child's voice called out from behind her. Okay, a child is gonna be like 10 times meaner. Like, just walk away. How hard is that? How? It belonged to a girl around 7, with chubby cheeks and a look of curiosity in her eyes. She wore an old blue dress, somewhat patched at the corners, but kept clean and tidy. She was not rich, but she had an air as if she owned the ground she stood on. Another commoner. This party is absolutely teeming with them. The Marquis loves these things. Heard he picks them randomly from the street. Maybe I should get me one too. The fuck? Yeah, do you think it is fashionable abroad? In his birth country, I mean. Persia? No, I heard he was from India. I heard rumors he's a bastard son of a Greek queen. Goodness, that is so far-fetched. For real. I can barely pronounce his name, though. He really should change it to something more acceptable. Or you can get the fuck over yourself. Who knows what kind of demons he might attract with such a blasphemous name. It must be why these nasty, horrid little creatures flock around him. Oh, what? Devil or not, I'll forgive him if he kisses my hand. The ladies laughed. I didn't know it was going to be French words in this. I don't know any. I can't do this. Aren't you shameless? You don't lie. We all know why we're here. The ladies gossiped among themselves, openly ignoring the girl. The young girl took the slighting with a shrug. She approached the table and asserted her presence. What you doing? Goodness, they don't take a hint, do they? There was something shiny and might distract them. Hey, you've been holding that bread for a long time. Aren't you going to give it to her? She pointed at the shabby rose vendor. Why do you care? Do you want the bread for yourself? I bet she's hungry too. I know, maybe you should toss the bread and see if they'll fight for it. The ladies laughed to themselves. The girl stared at them with confusion, her brows furrowed in a childlike understanding. Next thing everyone knew, she had swept the bread from the woman's hand. Oh my, how rude. Oh, she's the one who's being rude. Okay. Horrible, filthy girl, give that back. The girl sniffed a piece of bread and nibbled at the surface. Yummy. It's still warm. She shoved the bread in the urchin's face. The scrumptious scent of bread flooded the rose girl's nose. Lick it. The sugared butter tastes good. No, you devil child. Get that back. Okay, but she already bit off it. You really want it back? Her tongue was coated in... The urchin licked it. Her tongue was coated in sweetness. She stood there, squeezing the taste in her tongue. What? The girl grinned at her, and she couldn't help but grin back. Sorry, here you go. It's all yours. Ugh, disgusting. Like we're going to eat anything that's been in your filthy mouths. You're the one who said give it back. Did you not think of that before? You said... Hey, wow, so this is ours now? You ladies are so nice. And cheeky little brat. I'll have you thrown out of this party. I'll have you... Disgusting. A young man strode to the commotion. A sweet scent lingered as he passed. Okay, the rose girl felt her mouth well up. Do you mean... Okay, you know what? His presence filled her body, almost as if her hunger was abated. She blushed furiously. What a strange effect he had. Ladies. Gillem? What the fuck type of name is that? That's not Greek. I don't think. Like, I fucking know Greek names. The fuck am I talking about? Anyway. Sire Guillaume? That's a... Okay, anyway. I just came to check in on my esteemed guest. Is everything alright? Are you enjoying yourselves? One of the ladies started fanning herself with obvious annoyance. Well, these little beasts have been harassing us. I don't think he was talking to you. Yes, my lord. We were just minding our own business when this girl swiped the food off our table. Horrible little nits. The girl stuck out her tongue at them. A lady wiped her eyes and mock tears. See, look at that. It's absolutely monstrous how these children act around adults now. There's no respect. That's not monsieur. What? Manger? Monsieur? I worry for the next generation. Oh, Charlotte, don't cry. Okay, if she's honestly started crying. Well, my lord, we would all breathe a little easier if those children were sent on their way. Yes, who knows what kind of mischief they might be up to. They might set fires to the tables, you see. They would have done it already. Yeah. Oh? Oh, it's still our jewelry. In fact, I think my pocket watch is missing. Did I say mission? What is that? Whoa, no, how unfortunate. One of the ladies continued her childish wailing. It is, Miss Sayre. It was probably missing before. Shut up. It's unfortunate how you allow your important guests to be treated this way. Please deal with these vermin. Throw them out now. Oh, my sweet ladies. I am stricken with grief at your misfortune. Allow me to offer my heartfelt apologies. I don't think he means it. Unfortunately, this child is my important guest today, and you are, sad to say, poultry squatters. Excuse me? Madame Charlotte of Montpellier? I don't remember sending you an invite. Save for you, Lady Antoinette of Venez and Lady Claudette of Lyon. Most people I invited are huge patrons of music. That is why they are here today. They came to listen to Mademoiselle Catherine Louise Parody? Whatever. She is a 7-year-old piano prodigy who played for the Queen last summer. The man pointed at the girl busy chewing her half of the bread. The rose girl just stared at the unfolding situation. Well, that's... I'm sure you're aware of that, were you not? How is they able to just show up? I mean, even if they were rich, I mean, if everyone else had an invitation, then they, get it out and show that they had, permission to be on this man's house? Oh, on this man's house, on his property. Like they were just sitting there eating his food, and nobody questioned. Okay, wait, did I click it? Cause I don't want to click past something again. Yeah. No matter, I'm always happy to see you, ladies. It is my pleasure to have you here. But I hope you don't mind giving some of the food away to my townspeople. That is why I keep my gates open. My servers are instructed to serve anyone who passes by, not just my guests. But don't you fret, my darlings, there's plenty more to be served. The ladies blushed in embarrassment. One of them began to fan herself even faster. She about to pass out. Excuse me. The Marquis walked up to the two girls. The rose girl's heart beat so fast it made her head feel light and dizzy. She had never been this close to him. It made her feel a mixture of fear and elation. Lady Catherine, your father has been looking for you. It is almost time for your performance. The girl looked up at the Marquis and did a little curtsy. My apologies, sire. I didn't mean to cause a clatter. I'm pretty sure she did. I think that was fully intentional. Hey, Guilherme chuckled. I saw the whole thing, Monsieur. You put those ladies in their place. They were being mean to her. Guilherme narrowed his eyes at the quiet girl. She hid behind her basket of roses. She couldn't look at him directly. He was like the sun. It hurt just to be in his presence. Get some standards, girl. Gee. And yet there was relief in her heart as she stepped closer to him. I've seen you before, haven't I? The rose girl nodded and made a curtsy. I deliver roses to your house sometimes, sire. Yes. The girl with the sweetest face. The rose girl blushed. I don't know. I feel uncomfortable about this whole thing, but that's just me. Yeah, I love your roses, by the way. They stay fresh longer than they should. You've tended to them with love. Thank you, sire. Do you have a name, young lady? What's the matter? Alright, young lady, if you would rather. Let's call her Rosa. Rosa, it fits her. I think she forgot her name. Or she lost it. The Marquis nodded wisely. A valid point. Are you alright with that, Rosa? Yes. Come on, Rosa. You watch me play, right? Her eyes darted from the girl to the Marquis. Oh, Sir Gilly doesn't mind. Sir Gilly. Gilly? He's really nice to me and my family. And he helps the people around town, too. He won't throw you out. The Marquis held his right hand in the air as if swearing an oath. I won't. See? Come on, you're invited now. You're my special guest. There's plenty of food inside, too, Rosa. Please help yourself. Thank you, sire. Rosa is coming. Yay. I don't know about Catherine. Catherine might be alright. I don't like him. I don't. He might actually be good. I'm just saying I don't like him. I'm not saying whether he like him because he's good or anything or bad. I don't know. And now this is my first public performance, Rosa. I'm a bit nervous. Well, she looked angry again. Catherine scratched her head. What will I do if I make a mistake? Papa will be very upset. The Marquis knelt in front of Catherine and rubbed her shoulders fondly. You won't make a mistake, Ma chérie. Is that it? That's the only French phrase I sort of know, and I never said it out loud before. So that could be. As long as you put your heart into the keys. Play to touch your audience, and any mistake won't matter. Do you understand? Catherine stared at the Marquis. Not really. The man chuckled. You will, someday. Just play your first song with me in your mind, will you? Something that you think will make me smile. Guillaume held Catherine's clear young gaze in his eyes in his gaze. Okay. I mixed up words there. I know. Like I said, it's early for me at least. As I'm recording this. He kissed her hand. It was covered with sticky sugar and breadcrumbs. Catherine blushed. It was the first time she looked embarrassed by anything. It would be my pleasure, sir. Okay, I don't. My timer had went off. Okay, Catherine trudged up the wooden podium and walked toward the middle of the stage. The crowd's chatter died down. She curtsied in front of her audience, waved to her father, and stole a glance at Guillaume. The man gave her a tiny nod. And the only reason I'm saying Guillaume is because I knew someone who was named Guillermo. So, I'm just assuming it's the same sound. She sat down in front of the piano, admiring the cream and ebony keys underneath her fingers. Her own piano was broken and beaten. Father had sold his horse for it. The A3 key never played, and the strings would creak when it was cold. But it had never failed her. She knew the keys like they were her own fingers. She whispered to the new piano softly, as if coaxing a beautiful, untamed animal. Let's be friends, okay? She saw Rose at the far end of the podium, watching her diligently. There was a renewed vigor in her blood. She could hear the keys calling out to her. A song that would make him smile. She placed her fingers on the keys. She began to play. I don't think we're actually going to get music. I just don't know. Okay. At the ring of the first few notes, it became apparent to the audience that this girl was something special. Here was a little girl, barely tall enough to reach the pedals of the piano, playing as if she owned it. There were times she'd miss a note or two, but that didn't matter. She played the song to make someone smile, and it touched everyone present. Her musical skill was far beyond her years. Her fingers caressed the keys as if she were making a flower crown, carefully weaving the petals. She knew the correct way to tie the leaves so they wouldn't tear, like all smart little girls did. As the piano sang under her hand, Catherine seemed to disappear right in front of the audience's eyes. She was just a vision, after all, somebody leading them down a dream. A dream of a garden, the springtime, the shade of a tree on a windy day. The couples in the audience tightened their grip on the hands of their partners. Some closed their eyes and let the music saturate their soul. Sweet memories of youth, of first love, the yawn of a newborn. Rose's eyes shone as she stared at Catherine. Her heart was captured by this image of her. A young girl swaying her head to the music, smiling as the notes poured out of her. She couldn't take her eyes away from Catherine's glowing face. Was this happiness? Was this love? She looked like she was in love. And she was, wasn't she? In her innocence, she was still in love with life. In love with her family, with her pets, in love with every new discovery. She was full of hope. It was a bittersweet feeling for Rosa. A happy teardrop rolled down her cheek. She wanted to warm herself in that hope, if she could. In the audience, Guillaume and Catherine's father sat beside each other. Sire Parody, your daughter is amazing. She is, isn't she? I mean, pardon my arrogance, my liege. I am a very proud father, you see. No pardon necessary, sire. Has she found a sponsor yet? The Duke of Versailles, or it's Duke of Versailles, once spoke to me about it, but we have not made any arrangements. Then I must steal her away as soon as possible. Sorry. I'd like to be Catherine's primary sponsor, if that is alright with you. Why, sire? And to further cement my status, that piano she is playing now, it is hers. I've bought it for her. Francois, Francois, eyes widened in astonishment. That is Francois. No, I think it's Francois. Gulp. That is beyond generous, sire. Guillaume smiled. Well, when you got money to throw away, you could be that generous. Well, I must make it hard for you to refuse me, you see. I took the opportunity of asking you outright. You see, the Duke might offer an extravagant piano plated in gold. In that case, I have no choice but to humbly concede. What? I'm kidding. The Duke of Versailles is the worst miser you will ever meet. The men chuckled. Of course, I shall be paying for her musical tutoring as required, along with an ample stipend to accommodate your family. He's like, oh, hey, you don't have to look so surprised, Monsieur Pierre. Your daughter is a star. There's an effervescence about her that enraptures the soul. Which, for anyone who doesn't know, like, this is like old world Patreon for people who, like, don't know. So people are like, artists shouldn't use donations. Like, you're a fucking moron. Okay? Yeah, just shut up. There is no doubt in my mind that she will succeed. Dig you deeply, my liege. Please, call me by my name, monsieur. Let me remind you, this generosity isn't without charge. Her tutoring, it will be done at my house. I want to monitor her progress. Apart from that, I'd very much like Catherine to visit me and play from time to time. Music is one of my true passions. Her presence would benefit my mood tenfold. Of course, sire, that is a small price to pay for all your offers. I don't know. On the contrary, monsieur, you don't have to decide now. Kindly think about it. Thank you, my lord. Sire, Guillaume. After the performance, Catherine and Rosa went to the Marquis's garden to play. Francois and Guillaume lingered on their table, sorting out the details of Catherine's further education. Emily? Because there's like a little accent, so Emile? Whatever. Purity wandered about the crowd, searching for a familiar face. Is this her mother? Oh no. She had arrived halfway through Catherine's performance, just in time to gush at her little sister's applaud. Unfortunately, she couldn't find her father in the crowd. When she finally caught sight of the back of his head, she approached him hastily. Father, there you are. I've been looking all over for you. Emily stopped as she saw the man her father was talking to. It was none other but the Marquis himself. She fixed her hair self-consciously and curtsied. My lord, pardon my intrusion. I didn't realize. Guillaume smiled at her kindly. You are free to intrude any time, my lady. Emily smiled back. Just as the woman said, the Marquis was easy on the eyes. Your eyes might have some fog in them. Just wipe it away. Just swipe. Okay, to whom do I owe the pleasure of your acquaintance? This is my eldest daughter, Emily. Pardon me for not introducing her sooner. Well, she wasn't there for you to introduce. He charmed. Guillaume offered her a seat. Emily sat down across from the man. Well, it seems talent and good looks run in the family. Francois rubbed his neck. Yes, my daughters are my pride and joy. Thankfully, they both took after their mother. Surely not, Monsieur Pierre. Very, that name, the bane of my existence. The eyes are yours, earnest and loving eyes. Emile snorted at such sappy words. Her father was clearly basking in the compliments. If this really was the famous Guillaume the rumors talked about, he wasn't exactly much of a charmer, was he? She didn't know what all the fuss was about. The lady in the house she worked for could not seem to stop talking about this man. Admittedly, there was something morbidly curious about the way he looked at people. I got clicked. Like, he was always distracted and could only say words that were expected of him. I'm pleased to have finally met you, Sai. I'm sorry, I was just thinking about the spoilers again. I'm just like, yeah, I see it. I'm pleased to have finally... I've heard a lot about you on my travels. What and what? Oh, there's my timer going off. I don't know where I'm going to end this. I guess I'll just try to finish up this conversation. Yeah, all good things, I hope. Depends on the tabloid and the day of the week. Emily thought to herself and chuckled. You are a governess, I was told. Where do you work? Like, when she was thinking that, she looked so evil. She was she was just like, kind of laughing, like she kind of agreed with it, but I don't know. Hey, what did Dimitri household say? Ah, yes, I heard you were marrying into the family soon. Oh, Father, I told you not to tell anybody yet. I didn't, but you know how people talk. Word travels fast. Pardon the comment there, my lady. Please. Your betrothed is a lucky man, I'm sure. The conversation endured through the afternoon. Small talk, musical composers, their little town, Catherine's musical background, Francois' students, Emily's work. Emily played with her napkin, offering droll opinions on the particularly droll topics. All throughout the exchange, Emily observed the infamous Marquis de Gaulle. This was him. Thank you. Like somebody else who was not impressed by this dude. At least I'm not alone, but she probably gonna fall for him. Get the audacious, shameless flirt at the royal court and tabloids. According to rumors, he was able to bed both the widowed Countess of Devonshire and her daughter at the same time. Come on, if it was a tabloid though, that shit probably didn't happen. I mean, it probably did, but it probably didn't. And even had a tumultuous relationship with the Prince of Garnet. He did limit himself to royalty, or so the tabloids said. His latest fling was with an English poet, who they say almost killed him when he was caught with another man. Or woman. At this point, who knew what was real, what was a blatant lie made up by the newspapers? She had looked forward to meeting him, and here he was finally. Talking about sampling the new bakery's creme brulee. She couldn't say she was disappointed exactly, but the Marquis was a depressingly normal man. Maybe even boring, Emily mentioned. She watched as his gaze flickered across her hair and her nose before lazily trailing away. How infuriating. I think because she kind of sort of maybe... like, in a way, she was expecting him to be boring, and because he's just being what everybody expects him to be, or appearing how everyone expects him to be, when they, like, maybe that's what he's being? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he just don't like either one of you, so he's not being charming? Cause she wondered if he would suddenly say something coy, or insist to dance with her, or just something outrageous. Honestly, so she could shoot him down. This man whom everyone was interested in. That would be a small victory for reasonable women everywhere. But the Marquis was nothing but polite. He did not ogle. He did not touch her necessarily. No audacious greetings or suggestive winks of the eye. He would not even look at her for more than 2 seconds. Maybe she was not pretty enough to flirt with. Emily bit her lip. She should be thinking that. But there were also times that he would quietly look into her eyes when the conversation lulled. When the words spoken were without meaning, their eyes would converse further. Oh my god, I swear she... Okay, yep, and he's caught her. So... I can save her. Okay. So... I'm going to go back to them. I'm going to end this here. What do you guys think so far? Like, I feel like this is going to go left. Like, it's just been too normal, and then something's going to happen, and it's just going to go off the rails. And I just don't know when it's going to happen. But I just got the feeling that I don't know. I can't trust normal conversation when everyone mentioned how dark this game is. I can't do it. I may have to go gouge the eye out. I can't accept normal. But, man, whatever. Yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you did enjoy this first part. And, yeah, hope you come back again. Bye.